Good morning, Wildcats. I'm Peyton.
And I'm Henry with your weekly news.
This week is the last one of the quarter.
So make sure you're staying on top of those grades.
With midterms going on,
here are some tips on how to stay on track.
All right, so as far as expectations so far this semester, kids are doing a fantastic job. Of course, not everybody is, but many kids are really doing a great job getting work done. One thing I would want to remind you of is to finish strong. As we're approaching spring break, sometimes people get a little burnout. I want to remind you to stand strong and get that work done.
So at the end of the quarter coming up, probably for most classes, work will be due on the 10th, since that's the day before teachers have a work day, so students have the 11th and 12th off. So I imagine that's probably when teachers are looking to be able to grade work. I think students have done a great job this quarter of powering through with all of the restrictions and things that we're under, and so hopefully we can just continue that momentum headed into our fourth quarter and keep up the good work.
So all work is due March 10th. Any missing work, any late work, that's the end of the quarter. And for the most part, students, I've seen a lot of growth. The students are more cognizant about getting their work in on time. I've seen a lot of students start to really delve into the subject that I teach, and so that's pretty exciting for the most part. One thing I want to remind students is you can't find all your answers on the phones, and maybe to put your cell phones away a little more often, and be in charge of your own learning.
now make sure you keep your grades solidified moving into the fourth quarter.
Just like these students.
Here's Jace with this week's student recognition.
Congratulations to Lula Hill on receiving the Pacific Lutheran University President's Scholarship. Based on academic achievement, co-curricular involvement, service, and leadership, as well as potential to affect positive change and leadership in both the academic and co-curricular life. She will be receiving $30,000 per year at Pacific Lutheran University. Congratulations to Lula.
Now, we know that the mannequin and the Wildcat have been wandering the school for a while now.
The mystery has finally been uncovered by your very own Peter Conklin.
Here's a reveal from the FMHS news team.
Since there's been more sightings of the mannequin and the Wildcat recently, I decided to ask some teachers around the school what they thought about the situation.
See, at first I thought it was Ira, our librarian, because he's kind of sketchy. If you've ever been around Ira, there's something a little off about that guy. But I got it. It's Coach Ross. It's definitely Coach Ross.
Honestly, I have no idea.
I think he's tall. I feel like he's tall. Like he should be tall.
My instincts are going for Mr. McClaskey and Mr. Pendleton.
They're here, I think, to get spirit up, to help cheer on our teams and to improve school spirit in general.
To spark students' interest and to keep them engaged.
To take over the school.
I think they've infiltrated every public school in the whole country.
I have not had any close encounters with either of them. From what I've heard, I think that keeps me a little unlucky. I'd like to meet one of these fellas.
Congratulations, Peter.
That's all we have for you.
Have a great 4-day weekend, Wildcats.